Yo!
Hi.
Yo!
Hi.
Welcome to the Mars and Aries. Your boys are Aries, so you know it's season out here. All right, it's gang season. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Hit the thumbs up and the lights button early. This is a tremendous joy. We are doing the Mars and Aries entering this transit for all 12 Zodiac signs. Like I said, we're going to be meeting every Friday, so do catch these live. Do check the timestamps if you're watching this on replay. I have 7 different wees that's going to be... Can you get in the screen?
Yeah.
Bring this. All right, bang, bang, bang. Okay.
I feel so out.
What is going on? Oh, it's on the wrong side. I was like, what's happening, bro? Hold on, give me a moment, y'all. Okay. That's better. I was like, what up? Happy free yay. I wrote that down in my journal this morning too. Free yay.
Ooh.
What up? Happy belated twin. We got another man, April 14th birthday, another Aries in the building. Today is a Mars and Aries transit. It's a brand new cycle. Jaheard. And then Curtis, what's up? It's good to see y'all all in here. Thank y'all for hitting the thumbs up and the likes button early. So I have an early shaman message for y'all. This beautiful deck gifted by Aileen, the Akashic singer. So a brand new season of identity. You want to tell them about that?
About...
Come on, what did I just say? Are you listening to me or what?
Yeah, so I went along with the Aries season energy, and I realized that I was living out my old self, and now I'm embracing my new self as Aileen, the Akashic singer.
Every time it's going. So, ladies, gents, this is all amazing. So, it's a time of new identity. The bird is literally asking you to fly free from the cage. So, this is one of the shaman messages. All right, this is one of the medicines of the birds. Like I said, this is one of my birthday gifts. Love it. Really, thank you. I appreciate you. This is a gift from the Akashic singer.
So you love when somebody loves their gift?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
I feel like my whole life I got gifts that I was like, Merp. So she really does do a good job with that. So that said, the birds, they're talking to you. They're telling you to watch their feathers fall. They're telling you to watch for flocks, all right, in the sky, letting you know that something has died in identity. Mars and Aries, an old version of you has died, and it was a good sign in the Egyptian culture to see birds fly in a flock after a death, after a ceremony. So if you see birds, understand that they're carrying away that old identity. They're essentially asserting themselves with courage, with determination to move forward boldly into this next step, into this new self. And that's another marvelous thing happening, all right? As you hit that thumbs up and join our email list. So the birds are also telling us to sing. And singing doesn't mean you have to sing like Aileen, but it means that you have to sing from the heart. You have to sing for yourself. You have to sing in a way where you're no longer staying caged. And this card represents, if you can see this word down here, freedom. And so this is a beautiful card. It's going to be the one that guides the reading. This is not just a bird, it's all bird. The owl is one of my favorite birds. It's a bird of wisdom and abundance. Okay, an abundance of wisdom as well as an abundance of prosperity. The white dove, a bird of purity, right? The hawk, right? All of these things. So take a moment. Make sure you get on our email list because things are changing. I'm not spending time on Instagram as much. I'm spending more time here. I've uninstalled it for maybe a month or so now, and I'm looking to spend cleansing into this new identity of mine. So I'm really spending the time to write, because that's what I love. And so I'm sending out the next couple forecasts in the next 24 to 48 hours. All right. Writing is a creative process, so don't rush me. All right, here we go. So do you have a card that you feel like you want to pull just as a preemptive as I get into the 7 different things happening on this Mars entering Aries transit? We're going to get all forecasts. Drop your rising sign and drop your moon sign. So I'm focusing on those 2 today. Drop your rising and your moon sign in the chat. Let us know as you hit that thumbs up. If there's 9 people in here, if I don't see 9 thumbs up, I love you. I love you anyway.
I see 5.
If I don't see 9, I love you anyways. All right, what you got for us?
So I have temperance. which is about pacing ourselves. I think that this is a nice card that goes
My blood. I'm a vampire.
that goes very well with the Mars and Aries transit, is because it is an explosive energy. So we might feel this urge to just keep going and then burn out. So this is just a reminder of pace down yourself. Like understand that yes, there's a lot of things that we want to do. We finally have the energy to do everything that we've been dreaming of. We are getting these sparks of inspiration, creativity, everything that we've been waiting for so long. The sun is out. It is hot as fuck. And right now it's just the time to start doing stuff. But just be mindful, like don't drink coffee every day, stay hydrated, like just do take the precautions in order to cool yourself down and go at a proper pace so you don't do like Icarus and fly too close to the sun and just burn out. Yeah, just do whatever you want to do in an organized and appropriate manner.
Yeah. Can you hit a timestamp and say remedies?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to give y'all, for y'all watching, remedies. If you're watching on replay as well, enjoy these remedies. Natural remedies for Mars and Aries. Number one, drink a crap ton more water. If you think you're drinking enough water, you're not. Okay, if you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So remedy number one, if you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated, drink more water. Number two, take more cold showers, all right? You don't want to take too many hot showers because what will happen, you'll store that heat in your liver. And your liver is one of the things that holds anger, it holds bitterness, it holds rage, it holds frustration. So if your liver overheats, it sends heat up to your eyes. And when you get that heat in your eyes, guess what? You can't see. You'll see this with people who have really red eyes and you know they're well rested. But it's like, why are their eyes bloodshot red? That's when they're over too far, right? Another thing that you'll notice is that you'll lose sight. So understand, Aries is part of the eyes. It's the head. It's also part of the eyes. It's the sight to see through the entrapment that the birds have pretty much informed us. I don't have the bird right now. Where's my bird? I want my bird. Give me my bird. Okay. So the bird is about freeing ourselves from the entrapment. And so this morning, for example, I literally burned my eyes with freaking jalapeno pepper. No, it was habanero and garlic. And I was cutting it and I touched my eye and my junk was burning. And it was just this reminder of burning away the illusions from Pisces, right? So coming from Mars and Pisces, we're burning away the illusion. We're cutting because Mars likes to cut. We're going to war with the demons of our dreams, aka the things that we are not seeing through to fruition. As for the imagination coming into reality, which is Pisces moving into Aries. Another remedy, more cucumbers, more seeds, more lettuce, more fresh green fruits, leafy green fruits during this time, more tomato even. These things, anything, watermelon, pineapple, these are yin foods, and these yin foods calm and manage out the heat. So Aries comes with an excess amount of heat. And so you're going to be hot. More green fruits, more wet. I don't want to say wet, but things that carry water. And so that it can help cool down the heat, because otherwise you're going to find yourself getting angry. And the fact that the North Node is in Aries, this anger is going to also be when other people are taking care of themselves and you're not taking care of yourself, you'll be mad at them. But if you don't take a moment and you're already too hot, you won't realize that you're mad at yourself for not caring for yourself and providing the nurture, care, and rejuvenation that you need. And you'll realize that the person across from you is doing that. So be careful when you get angry. It is a symbol of you cross your own boundary. It's another remedy. It's another symbol of you cross your own boundary. Most times. Or somebody that you really care for has crossed your boundary and you didn't enforce it. Or you enforced it and they didn't care. They probably need to get cut away. Okay? And that's a probably. That's not an automatic. So there's just some quick remedies. All right, I'll try to put more remedies on my email list. So go ahead and make sure you do check out this. It's right there. I'll put more remedies more consciously, not in the middle of a live. I have time to slow down and write it out on this next forecast. So we got a Scorpio rising, Aqua moon. Hey now, what up, dude? That's cool to see. So let's move into number one. Okay. And just boom through these things. Increased energy, drive. Aileen spoke about this. That's why the temperance card is going to be very critical. All right. Aries is actually going to give you a tremendous boost, especially in your physical body. So you want to take the time to actually treat your physical body. Now understand that's not going to be hard exercise every day. For the last 2 days, yesterday I just did Qigong and Tai Chi. That's it, literally just breathing in slow movements and getting my joints lubricated, especially because this is the beginning. In the beginning of Mars and Aries is going to represent something called Ashwini, and these are the healers. These are the people who are esoteric healers. They heal at the deepest level where it attacks the root cause, the spiritual cause of an injury. And so do understand that right now your motivation to take action is going to be higher and you're going to have increased vitality. Second, you're going to feel more courageous. Don't confuse that courageousness with arrogance and be overly hubris, full of excessive pride. Okay? So that's going to be something that you want to be just mindful of, but use that courage in a way where you could be assertive against the things that you were once afraid of and start looking at challenges and realize that Aries loves a good challenge. It loves to climb the mountain. All right? Especially when it comes to pursuing your goals. So have the courage to set a goal that you're afraid to do. You want to tell them about what we're doing next? You want to tell them about the next retreat?
Yeah. So the next step for us is a retreat. And not any retreat. Is well, we don't have a name yet, but
No name. It's in the works.
Yeah, like intimacy retreat, and think about it, intimacy, not necessarily with a partner, but with ourselves, because that's how it all starts. You don't know how many people I met that wanna get a manifest like a soulmate, a manifest a boyfriend, manifest a husband, but they cannot do it because they're not treating themselves as such. They're not treating themselves as worth it. So we have to fix up stuff in ourselves, like heal childhood wounds, heal our own self-worth, courage, confidence within ourselves, to then be able to attract the same energy. Because if not, we're going to keep attracting like the same cycle, and we're going to keep repeating and repeating and repeating. So this is what's on the works. What I can tell you right now is that it's going to be in Guadalajara, and that it is going to be a little bit of a couples in the sense where we're going to be working in pairs. You can come without a couple, like you don't need to have a partner, you don't need to be in a relationship. You can come with a family member, you can come with a friend, you can come with somebody else that you haven't even met, because we are working on having, when you apply to the retreat, we're going to have a waiting list for the singles, so we can start pairing them as they come.
Yeah.
So this is a great opportunity to work in ourselves, to work in this intimacy, to work in our inner world, and in order to start attracting the things that we want in somebody else.
Thanks. I'm excited about that. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button. Let us know what you feel about an intimacy retreat coming up. This is a pleasure for me. I'm excited. So Mars and Aries, okay, Mars entering Aries 2024. We have initiative and leadership, right? This is the kind of thing where new ventures, okay, new projects, the enthusiasm and the vigor to go after them, like for us, this intimacy retreat, it has the seeding potential, okay? So, number 3, timestamp?
Oh, no, timestamping. I just put them all
That's
together.
cool. That's cool. Okay, fine. I'm going to timestamp that later. I'm going to timestamp it anyway. So hit me with the timestamp. Save me some trouble. All right, next one. So when I look at this number 3, it's like having that enthusiasm, having that vigor. Understand that Mars and Aries is a seed energy, meaning your results aren't going to come until Virgo season. So do understand that. So like right now, we're seeding a retreat. Likely until Virgo season, Libra season, we're not even looking for the result of this. You see what I'm saying? It's just a matter of being diligent, being persistent, and navigating the challenges along the way. So number 4, quick decision making, meaning when something lights you the hell up, it makes you feel alive, it is time to go ahead and pursue it. Especially for my human design generators out there, especially for my manifesting generators, y'all the main ones where you are a quick decision energy right now, okay? If you're a projector, I would say still be mindful and be willing to make a quick decision if it's not large, okay?
Right.
If it's something grandiose, if you're a projector, I would say on your day-to-day, make quick decisions that make you feel alive. And then make sure you take the time to reflect. If it's a large decision, take more time to reflect, even if you take a micro quick decision, okay? Because it is Aries season, meaning that even if you're a projector, you're going to have certain channels that are going to connect. that are Aries related, if you have gates connecting to it, that's going to say, go ahead and move that ass now. What's going to change you from a projector into a manifester, and into a generator, into a manifesting generator. So do be wareful of that. And so time to make quick decisions and cut through any indecision and any hesitancy. That's a key thing. Now, physical strength and endurance. This is something where I feel you should start off slow. Start off with stationary movements. Do a wall sit, do a high plank, and just hold. Okay, not platonic. What is that thing called? What? Pilates. Things like platonic. Things like Pilates. Just movements where you're holding and you're growing your bone strength. Okay, because again, later in the year, 6 months or so from now, the seed energy we have from Mars and Aries, Pluto is going to go back into Capricorn. These are your bone strengths. So what you see right now with Mars and Aries will actually help you support weight in your career, and the status that is you're inviting is phenomenal. You need to be stronger than what you are right now, but you can grow that strength moderately and slowly leading to the next 6 months from now. So that's something very important to understand. All right, as you hit that thumbs up, I'm telling you, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. All right, here we go. All right, the last two before we get into the forecast: independence and self-reliance. Okay, you might feel way more independent at this point in time. You're not going to need people the way you once needed them. And if you do, understand that Mars and Aries is ruling the 8th house, and so you got to be careful about giving too much control to the next person. That's one thing. So be willing to take matters to your own hands. Understand that if you have the proper self-discipline, 11111 on screen. Yeah. If you have the self-discipline, then you can invite relationships that are actually make you feel more powerful because they're supporting themselves and they're willing to give you one of their innate gifts deep in their soul to you. And then you're going to do the same thing in reverse. And if you're making sure that you intersect the line with that and accept nothing less than that, you're going to be in a good position. And the last one I have before we move into it, positive changes, baby. Absolute breakthroughs, right? Mars and Pisces was having you being a spiritual warrior in the dream space, in your background subconscious mind. And so this brings a tremendous amount of breakthrough energy right now where all these new beginnings are the shadow work that you've been doing, leaving this winter solstice, leaving all that cold energy, the rainy seasons, all that stuff where you just felt sad, gloomy, depressed about everything you lost. This is a warrior season. So now it's time to go ahead and reverse engineer that anger, reverse engineer that bitterness, and go ahead and put it to use. So this is where I see the positive changes and transformations happening. So you got anything for us before we move in? I was hoping you did because I want to take a breath.
I mean, just what he said. Well, I mean, we do know that Mars is the warrior as well as the lover. So be mindful of all your relationships right now too, because that is prone to also just have like a burnout. Anything that is not intentional is likely to just get lost. So again, just be truthful to yourself and understand what you actually really want. And again, we are coming out of the slumber of the thinking of the hermit, of everything that we thought when we were repressed and enclosed. And right now we're going out into the world to look what we already know that we want. So just be truthful to yourself, understand that you already know what you want, and do not change it. Do not change it for anybody or for anything else. If you know what you want, and it can be a person, it can be a job, it can be in life, it can be even what you eat, your diet, whatever. Just stay truthful to that.
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
So that's Aileen, your Akashic singer, ladies and gentlemen. All right. She's coming in. Hopefully we get to sing y'all some tunes today because, again, we got the birds and it literally said to sing. So can I put you on a spot? You want to give them some hymn, something that doesn't even have to be word, but just touches their soul? Something that's just coming through to you. Let me check. Okay. Woo-hoo. My hand was already like vibrating before she started singing. Okay. Let's get the number 1 timestamp for Aries. So let's do this. It's game time. I'm excited. Ooh, my hand is vibrating right now. My junk got a little tingle.
Yay.
All right, here we go. Thank you for hitting those thumbs up and those likes button. Again, I got your forecast coming out soon. I don't see anything. Did you paste it?
Oh shit! I'm here like just waiting for you.
And more curse words come out during Mars and Aries. I've never heard her curse twice in an hour, like ever. So, what's that? Okay, obviously Mars and Aries is a good one to put down. Mars and Aries rolling the first and the eighth house. In general, Mars and Aries is at first and eighth house. And this is about understanding for you, Aries, like right now is the time to be self-orientated with the purpose and the direction of giving your power away to the right people, to the people that make you feel appreciated, to the people you feel like you can maintain your integrity with. There's a tremendous amount of energy and force that you have willing to put towards self-orientation. Again, with the primary focus to serve, the primary focus to be authentic with the relationships and show your true identity. Because Aries, one of the things that people don't understand about you, especially with Mars and Aries, is that you're tremendously good at, I don't have the tremendously, you are phenomenal. Okay, bam. You're phenomenal, Aries. Yeah, that's the one. You're phenomenal at concealing your true identity. And that's something that Aries, many people don't know about this baby, right? The baby is tremendously secretive in a sense, where you buy the extroverted smile of a baby and you don't understand that the baby is still connected to very raw instincts that is not accepted in society. It's not accepted by the let's just say corporate America. These things, this is why Aries don't last long in these things, where they can rise at the political ranks because they can have that poker face with that big smile. But Mars and Aries, for you Aries, is telling you to actually be a little bit more authentic to you. Disintegrate the parts of your ego that hides and conceals your true identity, your true worth, and be willing to show that to people. Because if you're unwilling to do that, you're going to miss out on a tremendous amount of gains. And when I say gains, I'm talking financial, I'm talking esoteric, right? And more, right? There's so much abundance coming out for you, Aries. And the key is if you show anything less than your true self, and if you don't actively work on releasing the control over what you show people, and that's the key. You have to release the control on the version of yourself that you show people. That is going to then get you tremendous amount of wealth. So what you got for us?
So for you, Aries, I got the Seven of Cups in reverse, which could be a little bit of paralysis when you have a lot of options. I mean, you do have like a lot of paths that you could choose to follow. So the advice is to pick one and stick to it, because it's very easy to just go to one and stay there for a couple of days and then like, no, I don't like it, and move on. But this is a time to gather all your energy into one pocket and get it to fulfillment. Because right now you have the inspiration, you finally have all the things that you want to do, you have this energy, you have you have this direction, you have this sense of I can accomplish anything that I want. But don't allow this accomplishing anything that I want become a scattered thing. Just allow yourself to pull all of your energy into one point, and I promise you that that is the one that is going to pay off.
Yeah, that's eighth house obsession right there, what she just spoke about. Okay, become obsessed with that one thing, and I almost think I need to listen to it again because I wasn't listening to you.
Yeah.
Only because I was over here managing. I was managing.
Hey,
Can I get some Taurus?
Manage.
All right, here we go. So hit that thumbs up, fam. Y'all see it? I appreciate it. All right, Taurus, Mars and Aries, tremendous amount of vitality, force, and energy towards what? The things that can't be seen. Okay? The mysteries that you have been undergoing within your relationships, and the courage that it takes to be not just staying in integrity, but actually reverse engineering and shifting what integrity in a relationship means, and realizing which parts of that is actually not true to you, which parts of that was just programmed as for this is what it means. So you're going to have the courage right now, you're going to have the power to go ahead and just involve yourself in significant relationships, okay? Relationships that are built on something real, something honest, something helpful, something supportive, and most importantly in this situation, something balanced. And so you're going to, Taurus, start to let go of some more of the extremes. One of your shadow behaviors is a part of Scorpio, and really go into a deeper sincerity of balance. But you're going to have to, you don't have to do anything, but you can benefit from using this courageous Mars and Aries energy to work on that subconscious, to work on that program, and to actually dive into the mystery. Allow yourself to get lost a little bit, okay? Allow yourself to accept the identity of other people, all right? And realize that their differences doesn't make them better or worse, and that you can, as a sign who truly appreciates themselves, appreciate the differences of another person just as beautifully. What you got for us?
For you, I got the Seven of Wands, which is right on point, just about defending. You're going to have a lot of people that's going to try to cross your boundaries. And this is a time to defend yourself. Like, don't allow your Libra sense of, yeah, I'm just going to acquiesce and do the things that the other people want just because I want to keep the peace. This is not a time to do that. This is time to be actually confrontational and just put your boundary. You speak it very clearly from the beginning and stay there. Like, I feel that you're Taurus, so when you actually stand up for yourself and you speak it out loud, it's going to be easier to stay there. But if you don't say it, if you don't stand up for yourself from the beginning, then that's when it gets harder to just defend it.
Right. And that's that 12th house of just avoiding as well. But Mars and Aries is like, look, we don't want you not only to not avoid, but to actually go head on with that fear and the parts of your fears in your relationships that's absolutely irrational. Right? And that's the 12th house. 12th house is like, look, once you really come to terms with the fact that this isn't even my program, this isn't even my desire, all right? Understand that Aries is a seeding energy. It's a desire energy, all right? So go ahead and make sure you hit the thumbs up and the likes button. And again, do join that email list. I got forecasts coming out for a lot of teens, all right? I've been lining up teens in my agenda, and I'm like, okay, I got teens. I got mad remedies. I got teens that I want to share, all right? Okay, here we go. So we have Gemini. Thank you for that timestamp. Thank you, everybody, for the love and the comments and the chats. I appreciate y'all. Okay, we always accept the new members, so make sure you go ahead and check that out as well. Gemini, what up, gang? Where's your courage, your determination, your initiative starting to take place? All right, it's in your rewards. Okay, Gemini, you ready to collect? On some real talk, like this is a collection season for you. All right. Because the 6th house is an earth house, and it's the house of discounts. It's the house of sales. It's the house of getting rid of things that's preventing your sales. So if you're an entrepreneur, this is a key thing. The house of habits as well, that's preventing you from gaining the harvest. Okay. So recognize what those habits are. Recognize what your day-to-day is doing to help support your mental health as well as your physical body, so that you can actually invite the rewards. Mars and Aries season is allowing you the courage, the initiative, the strength, the vitality to free yourself from the cage and to free yourself from the groups, to free yourself from the associations that are actually not good for your health. Some way, shape, or form, there are people that you are supporting that are not actually appreciating the support you're giving. And that's gonna bog you down. If you start allowing yourself to support the people that actually want to see you light, bright, and full of vitality, you're going to realize that that gratitude will pour into your blessings. You have a tremendous amount of blessings happening. Mars and Aries saying, pull them out.
Yeah, right on. So for you, I have the 3 of Cups in reverse. I'm going to show it upright, but it's in reverse. And it is about a third wheel. So a third person that is just hanging on to you, latching onto your energy, to your successes, but without actually putting anything else in. So yeah, beware of those leeches, because they're gonna take.
I've been telling some Geminis I know, y'all got leashes on them. They're like, I ain't got no enemies. Well, 6 houses enemies, mother lover. If you don't know, they're the enemies before they come open. Excuse me, go ahead. I ain't got no enemies. Are you sure? Because I'm looking at them. I'm already hearing people talk smack about you. I just don't be spreading that nonsense, so I end it right there. But they talking that smack, and I hear it.
Yeah, so just beware of that. Again, just be mindful of who you're sharing your wealth with. If you're
Mm-hmm.
in a company, in entrepreneurship, in anything that is truly like relationships, anywhere that you work with people, and this could be also relationship, this could also be family. Like it can be any setting where you have a lot of people. When you have this network, just be mindful of what is everybody putting in and what is everybody getting out, and just make sure that it is a fair share for
Facts.
everybody,
Facts.
especially for you. Like just do take care of yourself. This is Aries, this is first person, this is about yourself.
First person shoot 'em up.
Yeah, so take care of yourself.
Facts. All right, let me get that Cancer. Nah, that's dope. Yeah, follow J Lo. She got that talk house son. She's like, I see you. Okay. Cancer. The first thing that I had for you before I even looked at anything was emotional maturity. It's something you're going through. And what it takes to be emotionally mature is I don't know why I got a pause and I got one word and it says control.
Dude.
I don't even know what the heck that's about. It didn't lead me nowhere else. It just said control.
I feel like I could even hear it.
You heard it too? Yo, it was just like control. Well, let's try to dive a little deeper. 10th house and 5th house, these are controlling ass houses. Okay, Leo was controlling his head, whether you realize it or not. It's a fixed sign. So whatever it likes, and it likes to stay right there, right? So you may be controlling your variety, because the 5th house is a house of variety. It's a house of sports, as well as risk that you take, whether in the stock market or whether in yourself as an entrepreneur. So you may be trying to control your image and the steps you take too tightly. Mars and Aries is saying be a little free and be willing to make mistakes, because again, Aries is the baby who makes, to the perceived eye, mistakes all day long. But in reality, babies don't make mistakes. Okay, babies are doing things more naturally than anybody else, where to the perceived eye, to the perception and projection, that reality can become yours. Cancer, as a water sign, you can get caught in your imagination about what it looks like, what it feels like. But the reality is, when you get to the truth, emotional maturity, okay, which another thing you have better than most people, because you take the time to reflect and feel into your feelings, is about understanding that, well, my side of me feeling my feelings matters. Just because I can be empathetic with what you're going through and even sympathetic to the point of sacrificing myself doesn't mean that I want to continue that way. And Mars Aries is like, yeah, Cancer, I got you in this tense base square fashion of Aries to Cancer. Go ahead and glow up, grow up, boss up, be who you truly are. All right? Understand both sides and still choose the right direction, the one that makes you feel alive, that makes you one that feels joyful, the one that allows you to take risk on the variety of artistic endeavors that you are involved in. All right, and let go of the control of the process, and realize that if you let go of the control of how people see you and stop to the point where you just realize what they see and still move how you move anyways, then life is going to bless you, because the 10th house is a house of fame, status, and the 5th house is a house of being seen. These are being seen for who you truly are. So go ahead, Cancer, and give them that chef's kiss.
Yeah, so for you, I have the Knight of Swords in reverse. I'm showing you upright, but it is the Knight of Swords in reverse, which it is about the control that you put to the mind, the manipulation that you can put into others. And hearing what you said, it just makes me think of like Cancer is trying to manipulate a situation into what they want, instead of flowing and taking advantage of the things that naturally will come to them.
Yeah.
So this is your chance, Cancer, to allow things to flow, allow things to go the way they're gonna be, and take the lesson. Like, if things are not going your way, it's because you have something to learn there, because you're gonna break a cycle, because you're gonna break your shell, because you're gonna step into something new, into something that maybe is scary right now, but it's gonna be exciting and it's gonna be promising. So just I know, like I am asking for a Cancer to break out of their shell, but this is what the season is asking for you with this Mars in Aries.
Yeah, I got false security. You know, you control the environment and too much, it's just false security. You may feel safe for the moment, but it ain't lasting. All right, Leo. Ooh, fire on fire. Let's get that. Let me get this Get my. It's getting so hot, y'all. I've been hitting the manual fan lately. I've been like, my bad. Watch out. You got to get this airflow. It's getting ooh-wee in here, Leo. Okay, this fixed fire, right? Keeping that fire fan locked up. Yo, the manual fan. It be working though, don't it?
Yeah.
Yo, so
the analog fan.
The analog, baby. What makes you a shaman? I fan myself. All right, Leo. So, Leo, we already know it's all fun and games until you get punched in your mouth. I'm just kidding. That was unnecessary. That was mad unnecessary. But I feel like you might be in the space where you're ready to punch something in the mouth. Now, as a 9th house ruler in this Mars and Aries, the first thing I got is it a father figure? Right? Like, is it a father figure? It doesn't have to be your dad, but somebody that played that role where it didn't allow a certain inner peace to be achieved and sustained. Leo, 9th house, 4th house, these are both houses of peace. These are very tranquil houses. Even though there's a war on the inner being where people benefit from the glory and the joy you get to express outwardly because of the light you shine on the shadows. So if there's anything getting punched in the mouth, I feel like it's the beliefs that came from the more negative processes that are actually here to invite brilliance and radiance. And it's one of the reasons why you're going to shine so bright. So Mars and Aries is here to have you be courageous on securing your peace.
I'm sorry, you just have to.
What's up? Oh my God, my Leo daughter just said she wants to slap the lady at the dentist. Yo, I'm telling you, I felt it, yo. Like that's why when you look at 9th house, right? When you look at 9th house, Leo, it's about walking your path, even if it's alone, where I knew that I'd rather give a positive message. But the reality was, the positive message was me to be honest with, this is like punch you in the mouth kind of energy, where if I just try to laugh that off and giggle that off and try to only, and not be real about the process, but real about what really channeled through me, because 9th house is a channel. Leo is a channel. Aries is a channel. Fire itself is a channel. It is the inner flame within us, okay? This city of hidden gems, the strength and the vigor and the determination it takes to walk your path, whether alone and allowing yourself to pick up people along the way if they're here to support. But Mars and Aries is like, look, I'm going to walk this path alone, and I might have only one other person with me who I deeply and intimately care about because of the 1st and 8th house axis. And you might not have that person until you have that person, Leo, because the reality is to get that person, you have to stay alone and be willing to say, no, 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 no. So this is a time of psychological boundaries, all right, as well as emotional barriers that protect you and insulate you so that you can keep that fire rolling in a fixed manner inside of yourself, circulating and fueling, okay, your path. This is a lonely walk, Leo. I'm not going to lie to you, because 9th house is alone, Mars and Aries is alone, and like I said, until it's not. And the 4th house is your own emotional inner world and its richness, the imagination. So when you do come out in a different season, it's probably going to be late Aries season, all right? To be honest, maybe even Gemini. It ain't right now, but you're in the process of coming out. So honor that process.
And for you, I have the 10 of Cups in reverse. Again, I show it upright. And it is about putting up a facade of a happy family. He's just like going with...
I don't mean to distract no white people on here, but you know white people do this? And they give you that smile, like a dog frowning. I mean, no disrespect, but y'all know that face when you like, and then they're like in pain inside, but you look right through it. But I'm done.
Right, no, just like pretending that everything is okay when it's clearly not. And I feel like this happens a lot with like kids. Like you know you're gonna be so grounded, you're gonna get a beat up when you get home, but outside the mom is like, oh no, yeah, she's just so well behaved.
Oh my God, I know that look.
Like, yeah, and she has the best grades. She doesn't get in trouble in school. Like, she loves to read. And meanwhile, you're like sitting there like, is she talking about me? It's easy me, like I'm really the daughter you're talking about. So it's going against this facade. And this is just like one of the ways that it can be. It also can be like a marriage, a couple is pretending that everything is okay, and the truth is that they're having problems. And the key with this is Aries. It's an honest sign. You have to be truthful, and this is going to help because we're going to understand what is the problem for both of us, or for whatever the people who are involved, and then understand how to gain the solution. Because just understand that if you are not saying what is bothering you, then there's no way the other person is going to be able to know, and then we're not going to be able to fix anything. So be true to yourself, be true to your partner, be true to your relationship, be true to your family, and this is how all of the conflicts that you may have are going to get resolved. So don't go with the facade of the happy couple, happy family, happy friendship, happy whatever. Just be true to yourself, face it, and you'll win.
Yeah, I'm having a fun moment because both her chart and my chart says that we're gonna date very different from our background. Obviously, I'm Black, she's Mexican, right? And it's like I'm like hearing it, and I'm like, man, yeah, it's definitely, I see the difference even right now because again, ninth house is about that difference, walking a different path. And like, I just remember when we were growing up, if you're in trouble, your mom is more looking at you like, I'm gonna kick your ass when we get home. And it would be like that. It would be like, no, everybody else around us knows, and everybody was kind of shut up because they realized like, oh, he about to get his ass whooped. You know? So there was like, I think it's just a really great point to this ninth house because it's like that's the big difference. Was like, no, you're in trouble, and everybody knows it. Where that's not right either, in a sense, right? Like that has its own consequences, that has its own conditioning, that has its own traumas that's going to be associated with it. But when you look at it, ninth house is about being willing to be truthful and honest, you know, to the max, no matter what the outcome is at the end, and realize that life will show you the light if you allow that. All right, where if that's the truth, it's the truth. It doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be ugly, but it's what ultimately allows you to shine bright and be radiant as you continue to move forward and walk that path alone. All right, because at the end of the day, people will respect that. They will respect that because when you go back, fourth house, ninth house, and you go retreat inward, guess what? You always know, even if it takes you 6 years later, you always know what was true. You look back and you think about that situation, you're like, damn, she gave me that fake smile. I wonder why. And then the pieces start getting put together, and then you don't trust that person. Even if it's 5 years later, you start not trusting that. You start looking at it like, yo, they could have just been real up front, but they weren't. So Leo, understand you are here to be real. You're here to be regal. And a king doesn't sit there and flaunt. Unless they do. All right, here we go. We got Virgo.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi went out. 10, 10, 10. Hey. Coming out. Stuck in the house. Bang. Okay. I don't know. I'm a little lost. Okay, here we go. Virgo. Here we go. So we got 8th house. Another one. God damn, Virgo. I'm so sorry. Like, you just gotta do it, bro. Like, you've been having so many 8th house transits. But it's okay, because it means that in 1 to a couple months, like, it's gonna all be over eventually. Right? Like Pisces is more and more leaving your sign. In Vedic astrology, Virgo, you're in the South Node. So, or K2 in Vedic. So you're going through a tremendous amount of release. You're going through a tremendous amount of surrender. I feel Mars in Aries is actually a beautiful time for you. Okay, when it looks at this, because now 8th house is our house of tremendous self-discipline. All right. And Aries is as well, because these are the Martian energies. These energies are militant. Okay. They're very organized. They know what they're going to wake up and wear in the morning. They understand what they're going to do when they exercise. All right. So when Virgo, when you think about routine, this is how I feel like you reverse engineer what can be very tense into a very positive outlook and very positive energy of the discipline it takes and is required to get yourself in check and to organize your agenda, your routines in a way that allow you to start to speak the unspeakable and pull out the hidden messages that are in your immediate environment everywhere. This brings me right back, Virgo, to the first card that we had for the overall reading for the birds. Because the 3rd house can be the birds talking. right? I just heard a chicken. And for example, like the rooster in African culture was a symbol of greeting the sun every morning as a sacrifice. And so eighth house is a sacrifice so that the sun can give them energy and give them vitality. And that's a symbol in African culture, for example, how they respected the sun, respected the king. Okay. And so when I see this, the king in this instance, this ruler is link it back to that third house of you're in a process of collecting and organizing all your fears and starting to realize which ones are worth approaching, which ones are worth having courage and vitality and going against. All right. And the way that ultimately will give you back dividends based off of the effort that you put in up front. So what you got?
So I got for you the Empress, which is actually a very nice card. I'm feeling that if you start like this fake it till you make it thing, so if you start acting like the version that you want to be, like you're already in that space, like you're already being them, you're already being yourself. So you think about the Empress just surrounded by self-care, nourishment. They also think about the things that you eat, how do you dress, how do you feel, how you take care of yourself. And it's not only how you take care of yourself, like, okay, I got my nail appointment. It's to actually make sure that you take your shower, make sure that you're hydrating, make sure that you're eating properly, make sure that you're not staying a long time in social media. Like, truly doing the things that are going to feel good for yourself. Like, if you know that you love doing something, this is the time to keep going and keep feeding that habit instead of doing something that is going to be harmful on the long run.
Yeah.
Because this is what is going to help you to have these dividends at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Just again, start living right now as you want your life to be.
Yeah.
Like there's, I feel like that's just the actual message. Just behave as the Empress that you are.
So when she just said that, there's a key that makes you think. We had met a Virgo recently.
Yeah, look, she's so pretty.
Ooh, 1111 on screen and 444. She is pretty. She's a little creepy, but she's pretty.
He's like Tim Burton kind of drawing, but he's pretty.
She's a little creepy, but no, she's pretty. She got the both. She got both. She creepy and pretty. You ever seen one of those? We just carry it. But we had met a Virgo recently, and you know I'm getting my germs. Where you know when it comes down to being real, it's like if you know you're at the party, and you know that you got things that are actually more true and authentic to you as for what you want to design, the lifestyle that you want to live. It's like really look at these habits that are destructive. And that's what I'm kind of getting. Look at the routines that you have that are destructive and be willing to take the time to, like she said, pamper yourself and make breaks, take pauses. Okay. And these pauses will allow you to actually feel more deeply and process what the dirty water is in your life. Okay. The dirty emotions, the dirty feelings, the dirty habits, the dirty realities, the dirt on your authenticity, the makeup, right? All that stuff on the face and wash it. Because Aries is like, be real and I shall reward you. Pamper yourself with truth and honesty. All right, Virgo. Hit that thumbs up. I love you. I really do. Virgo's one of my favorite characters. Okay, Libra, 7th house. I feel this one's special for you for some reason. I don't even know why. Obviously, this is your opposite sign, Libra. Here goes my moon. Maybe I'm already taking a deep breath. I'm already like, hey.
Yeah, I feel it.
It feels heavy for some reason. Maybe because, again, like this is your opposite sign and you're not going to be able to compromise in ways that, especially your identity, especially your truth. You're not going to be able to compromise your truth. You're not going to be able to go ahead and climb the ladder and get ahead in a way that associates do in the law firm, right? And so it's like, I'm an associate. I want to make partner. I want to make junior partner. I want to make senior partner. I want to make managing partner. And so I'm willing to do anything to get to that next spot. And Mars and Aries is going to, one, give you the courage to do it flat out, but it's also going to ask you to do it with full authenticity.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that because I feel like the examples from the
Come a
that
little
show.
closer. You're like underneath the thing.
I'm
You're like,
sorry. I'm sorry.
yeah, like
Yeah.
step up. Let me slide you up. I
Slide
feel like
me.
you're like in the back, right? Like you're my partner. You ain't a sidekick. She the partner. She ain't no sidekick. Tell her to step up in the screen. All right, here we go.
Oh yeah, but it reminded me of the taking the next step, going towards the next goal, but with integrity,
Right.
And
Right.
in alignment,
Right.
like
Because Katrina ended up doing it like that.
right, like
In the
like
suits,
what
yeah.
is it like? What's the purpose like?
Mhm. So the key with that, Libra, if you do it in integrity, first off, you're about to make mad money. So money on the flow, pick it up. All right. Your earning potential was about to increase tenfold. People owe you, Libra. People owe you, and they have energetic debts that they're ready and willing to pay. And those debts are getting paid up if you're being true, if you're being honest, because you've been putting in a lot of good karma. So don't let nobody play you as if that you're always in a space in a position of lack of integrity, because flat out it's not true. The reality is you've been putting in a lot of good work. You've been putting in a lot of good karma, Libra. And so as a part of it, if you're willing to be honest, you're really be willing to be truthful, and to climb that ladder right now in a way that does not sacrifice your authenticity nor your truth. Okay, where you start to actually share your beautiful mind. Mars and Aries is here to give you the courage to share the thoughts and the aesthetic pleasures that you have in a way that gets rewarded, in a way that actually generates income. So this is about starting to take inventory of your natural habits and start to take inventory of your innate abilities and talents, and realize that they're worthy of financial gain. And they are things that are going to help push your business forward. So if you're an entrepreneur as a Libra, marvelous time. All right. If you are somebody going into right now, what I want to say, Martin Aries is going to give you the courage to go out and meet people. So right now, Libra, go meet people, but as your true self. And that's the difference. Don't meet people at the posh party because you think that everybody here is billionaires and millionaires, so they're going to give you something. No, because first of all, billionaires and millionaires are very stingy with their money. Okay, so that's step one if you don't know. Now, the step two is put yourself in the right room, and I promise you, there's just, I'm telling you, all I see right now is like gold coins just pouring out of the air. And at this point, all you have to actually do is open your hands and realize that it's coming because you're sharing what's beautiful about your mind. You're sharing the most natural forms of beauty in everyday life. And it's just about recognizing that the wind is blowing and reminding somebody significant in your life to pause and feel into the wind. And if that's what's true to you, I'm telling you that energetic investment, okay, is going to then pay you back dividends. It's just banging. Sing the song. Sing the song.
Yeah,
Sing the song.
I was like,
Right.
you want to know what's in this drink?
Yeah, sing the song.
Dates, curcuma, jengibre, pineapple, orange, la la la.
Beets, curcuma, jengibre, pineapple, orange, la 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 la. Beets, curcuma. We be doing our Spanglish over here. We go back and forth between Spanish and English. All right. Yeah. That's what Libra want in balance. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I felt this heaviness and flowing emotion in a good way. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a heavy flow. It's a heavy flow. It is. Because the 8th house, this has been emotion that you have been holding, like it's very hard to put on a fake face and a smile and cover up your pain with makeup. It's very difficult to do that and not burst one day. And so that's the balance that Libra is always trying to find. But understand that Libra, you're not here to be balanced. You're here to continuously balance. And there's a difference. You're never going to be at perfect equilibrium. That's the biggest Libra lie that you've ever been told. It's not your job. It's not your mission. So Aries is one of the energies, as well as the 8th house of Scorpio, of extremes. And so accept that these extremes of emotions right now are telling you how far past your integrity you have gone, how far past the truth you have gone, how far past have you allowed injustices to plague you, all right? And as well to plague your bank account. And that's the negative, because whether you realize it, the relationship, they may not be the people paying you and putting money in your bank, but somehow they are the ones that are negatively impacting that bank account. And so be careful, be willing to. It's like Pac-Man. Sorry. All right, here we go.
Baby mode. Yeah, for you, I have the Hierophant, and it is about trusting your inner wisdom, trusting a higher power. Like you are getting channel messages. You are fully connected right now. So again, this is just the alignment of like, if you're in doubt of whether if it's worth it or not to do something, just take a second for yourself to just think about it, to feel how your decision is going to impact you later. Like we're watching this, well, he's watching a show, and I just happened to come in one of the episodes where this lawyer basically sold herself in order to get a new job post, and also sold herself in a relationship just because it looked good, but she wasn't authentic to herself. Like I just came to this one episode where like whole hell broke loose, and it was because it wasn't in alignment. Like she was this Libra character in a lot of ways, where she was just tending to everybody else, getting the dream, but the dream wasn't hers. Like sure, I want to make, it was another lawyer show, so he's like, yeah, I want to make partner, I want to have a husband, I want to have my friends, but in the way she started doing things that made her lose herself, like that were actually against her own values, her beliefs. So this is just your reminder of understanding that if you do that, then it's like if you didn't do anything. Like it's gonna be harder to get your rewards, because you're gonna have to go back and do what you did, get amendments. Not everything is gonna work out. Like it once that something is broken, like it is broken forever. Sure, there's this golden feeling the brokenness with gold, I was saying, but at the end of the day, it's still broken. So you can do a lot with that. But what if we do it from the beginning with integrity? What if we do it from the beginning with what we truly want? If we do it from the beginning, following ourselves, our dreams, and our hearts?
I see you, J-Lo. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, and thank you, Matthew, for subscribing to my channel.
Matthew?
Yeah, it just got the...
Word. Thank you for subscribing, Matthew. If you're in here, I appreciate it. All right.
I put the song.
Yeah. Disperse, dissolve, cleanse and clear. Make space for the mystery in here. All right, here we go. So, do I have another timestamp? I'm looking for somebody. I was like, why am I keep looking on the screen. I'm like, what am I looking for? Scorpio.
There you go, Curtis.
What up, Curtis? Scorpio. Okay, check. So we have number 1, 2, 3, and enough 4. 1 pot, 2 pot. All right, here we go. So Mars and Scorpio. Mars and Aries. Yo, what is it with Scorpio, bro? It's like, look at the Scorpio and like just get haywired, yo. Like, I feel like my circuits just got fried.
Just constant.
So, shake the maracas for Scorpio rises. bruh.
You be needing it.
Disperse, dissolve, cleanse and clear. Make space for my Scorpios in this atmosphere. It sounds like some hocus pocus spell. So Mars and Aries, what is it giving you? This is the vitality. So I'm a Scorpio rising, and I have been noticing on some real life. I feel like I'm not exercising a lot, but my body is like shaping like a Greek god, baby. I've been like, okay, like what's going on? Because I'm not working hard. I'm not even boxing, right? I've been doing like 10 minutes of like sunlight, movement, meditation, writing, journaling. And somehow this has been actually transforming my physical body. Other than that, I've been making little lifestyle changes, like as a Scorpio, because 6 houses, the habits that you do that take care of your body and your mental health along the way. And obviously your first house is the physical body as well. And the courage you have when you wake up and you rise to do something, to change your habits, to change your ways. All right. And like, I feel like just going to get water, like we can get it delivered, but it's like not significantly less to go walk down the street and get it. But these big jugs, I don't know how much those things weigh. I have no idea.
It was like 15 kilos, no?
Like 15 kilos, whatever that is in pounds.
Like 30 pounds.
You know, like 30 pounds, even a little bit more, like 33 pounds or so on both, you know, on just both hands, and just carrying them down the street. It's just like, these are just things that you can do in a day-to-day, where Mars and Aries is about that physical exertion and helping Scorpio to break through the pains, break through the control that your enemies have had over your mind. And so that's the key right there. Like I had to like let it come through. It's that, right? It's that one. It is that one. You have had demons in your mind plaguing you and holding you back, Scorpio.
Literally.
And literally, look at that. I don't even know what that is yet. But you've been having them, right? And it's the kind of thing, Scorpio, where you're realizing now that they can't keep living rent-free. And you have the opportunity to work them out of your physical body and work them out of your mind. But it's going to take you to switch up your habits and to actually focus on positivity, focus on light, focus on radiance, focus on the things that bring you joy, focus on your gratitudes primarily. And so like I'm writing down like 6 things that I'm grateful for, 7 things I'm grateful for every night, every morning, and writing down all my tasks in my journal for the week ahead and the week of, and not letting them stay in my mind. So what I'm doing, Scorpio, is like create space so that and stay occupied in a productive way. When I look at 6th house, it's about being productive. All right. If I think 3rd house, just being busy. Okay. It's just learning and learning and learning, being busy. But 6th house is being productive because you are taking the things that have already been accumulated and you're getting rid of them. So Mars in Aries is the one that's going to allow you to help cut away the pains that have been stored in your physical body and your organs, like the liver or the kidneys. Come check our membership out. We're doing solar plexus this Sunday. We're diving deep into the solar plexus. We're doing ruin magic. I think Canaz is one of the ruins we're working with the rebirth and the phoenix. It's strength, it's vitality, it's energy. And we're going to be doing some different mantras and stuff. So these are the things I'm saying, like ways to take care of your health that are unorthodox and that are brand new. So if you've already been doing something, I don't care. What I'm telling you is Mars and Aries is brand new. So if it's not new, it ain't in. It's not working. It's not effective. It's not productive. And if it's not filled with gratitude and positivity, right now, you're going to get consumed by demons that are of the past and are not necessary. What you got?
I mean, I feel like you basically just said it all. I got for you the 9 of Swords, which, like, right on is about worry, regrets, nightmares, allowing the mind to take the best of us. This can be like overthinking something. It can be the obsessing about something. Like I see all of these memes of like when you're going to sleep and then suddenly you're going, hey, remember that super embarrassing thing you said to this girl when you were like 10? Like, oh, shook.
10?
Right, and then you stay up all night. Like, this is the kind of energy that this card has for you, Scorpio. So I feel like if you keep on track with these new routines, like this is important to keeping new. Because if it's something that you already did, probably your mind already knows how to bypass it. Like, sometimes we're just too smart for our own good. So right now it's about getting something new so your mind cannot bypass it. If it is like doing something with movement, because that's not something that you've done before, you already did a gratitude journal, then transform it into something else. Maybe just start doodling while you think about the gratitudes. Like just change it up. Like maybe paint to art. Maybe just go and sing. Maybe just go to the park. Like literally something that is completely different to your normal. Yeah. Because if not, again, I'm telling you, the mind is super powerful. For Scorpio, that is like, and it's just like a supercomputer. It's so obsessive. It's tormenting. The detective. Yeah. Like it's gonna find a way to make you relieve all these worries and regrets. Bro. And
you be investigating what's been investigated.
Right.
Like it can't go no deeper, Scorp. Like I'm talking to myself like, yo, you got to the root of this. Like the root ends here. Like,
Right.
oh, but what if
let
it grows
go.
back?
Yeah.
You know? No, really, like she said, the art one got me. Like, I had an artistic explosion yesterday.
Yeah,
And
sick.
as a Scorpio rising, I've been stuck on a painting for a year. 1 year. I've been looking at this painting basically in disgust, if I'm being honest. Like, I've been like, oh my God, I messed this thing up. It's bothering the hell out of me. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to change it. I don't know what to do. I don't understand what colors to add. And long story short, like, yesterday was a fire trine between Aries and Leo at 29 degrees, and this karmic surrender, this karmic release of artistic expression allow me, I feel like the color scheme, the connection of energies, the blend of emotions, aka fixed water, has come to fruition. And I'm like, okay, Scorp, we got it. This is what I've been waiting for. And so do understand that that stuckness sometimes is a part of your being, is a part of my being, and it's what makes us beautiful. So it's not something to disregard, but there is a point where you have to go ahead and just focus back on the positive. And Aries is that positive light here for you. Okay. Sag, what up? J-Lo carrying those things up the flight of stairs. Bro, I get it. That jump be heavy. You be strong out of that. So Sagittarius. Here we go. Mars and Aries, good placement for you. Another one like Leo, very bright time. If you make it, if you allow it. Mars and Aries, here to give you the initiative to just return, okay, to a self-sufficient, self-sustaining, fiery being. You can return to that. Now, as this happens, you are going to have some dream work to do. All right, I'm going to let you know that up front. You're going to have some deep psychological dives, but again, to come at it with a more positive and optimistic outlook, not from the Sagittarian side, from the Aryan side, which is, in this instance for you, militant. Okay, it's organized. It's very technical. It's not in its imagination. Because Sag, you as a part of Jupiter, you can be more prophetic by nature, more prophetic than the Aries energy from a philosophy standpoint. Aries is more prophetic because it comes so quickly. The download is just like boom, it just hits it in the head, and it gets so excited and moves forward on it. So this is about taking risk on those spontaneous moments of yes, the spontaneous moments of no, those spontaneous moments of truth, honor, and valor. Okay, it's time to be brave, especially in your dream world, especially with the emotions that you have fixated on, if the praise and attention that you have fixated on that you didn't receive. These are the time frames to go ahead and be bold, be brave, cut away, and actually be more honest, step in true. So I want to hear from what she says.
So I have for you the Eight of Swords, which is feeling trapped. And again, this is going more from like the mind. It's just like this saying of like being drowned in a glass of water, like you're just making it for yourself. So in order to get out of this cage, like understand that you have the key. If you are the one that understand that you are the one that. I'm sorry, it's a little bit sorry.
Oh my bad. I was zoned out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What? Yeah, you're the one that has the key. You're the one that is putting yourself in this situation. You're in a sense the one that is putting yourself in this cage. So it is also up to yourself to have the key to free up your mind. So whatever it is that you feel that you're trapped into, understand that there is a way out. Maybe it's not the one that you have in mind. Maybe you see like, oh, if only this could change, then I could get out of this. So what would help is talking to somebody else, so you can have an other input, something more objective, and this way you can actually get out of whatever it is that is worrying you right now.
Yeah, she called it. Yeah, I think a lot of that is that 12th house.
Mm.
So a lot of that is the 12th house part of Aries being in one of your rulers. Okay. But there's that other side where if you go ahead and you do that and you break yourself out of the false glass cage, then the beauty is you got a tremendous amount of light, energy, and just positive. There's a word I'm looking for. It's just not coming out. It's been stuck since the beginning. So I'm gonna leave it alone. Maybe it's not for you to hear yet, because the channel seems like don't tell them. So whatever. Ciao, Sag. I love you. Hopefully, when the time comes, it comes. That's just like Jupiter giving you a damn trial and error challenge. All right, Cap. You mind going first? Because I gotta use the bathroom. I'm over here tinkling.
Don't tinkle.
Look at that. Okay.
Uh,
Capricorn.
So I'm trying to pull a card between. Here we go. The Two of Wands, which is about wondering and understanding what is your mission, like balancing between all of your ideas. Like right now, it's just time to start acting, but also you're in the fourth house, so it is a lot of inner work still. So start moving from behind the scenes. Like don't let this to pull yourself out if you feel like okay, I am working a lot, but nobody's seeing. Like don't look for the recognition right now. Understand that at this point in the beginning, you're starting to get go for yourself, and you're starting to put your dreams and your goals in motion, but from behind the scenes. And this is a good thing because you're gonna be able to organize and understand if something is not working from the beginning. It's a lot of contemplation of understanding. Okay, if I do this, then how is it gonna play out later? So use this energy to just keep going. And again, don't worry about who's gonna see me. About I don't have the recognition. About I'm not seeing the results yet because it's not the time right now. It will be. Right now, the work starts like at home.
So what I'm hearing from her, not seeing the results yet. Cap, this is one of these things where I'm already feeling that whether you realize it or not, the results are present, but they're maintaining their sense of privacy right now. And the reason is still unknown. The reason is for you. Look at the thumbs up. The reason is still unknown, only because for some, like I'm getting this vibe of like the reason has stayed and maintained hidden from you so that you can work diligently and stay in integrity, to gain the recognition that is deserved in due timing, okay? In God's timing. Because that's 11th house, right? Okay, so this is literally like angelic timing, right? Meaning the rewards are literally there, but they're saying it's not time to stop. Right now, I feel like you've been on a better path. And it's like, be patient, which as an earth sign, you're naturally the ruler of time, right? Like you have the ability to manipulate time itself. And so manipulate that time on your own inner world and the richness that you experience and the fulfillment that you achieve in private. That is going to make your public recognition so much more fruitful as well as deserving. And you're going to feel that yourself. Where if somebody else gives you the reward, but you feel like you didn't deserve it, or you feel like it's coming from a place that is not actually pure, this isn't going to work. Mars and Aries is going to say, look, do what is instinctually right for you. Do what is actually honest. Do what is actually true to you. No matter what the investment in return will be, it'll be in alignment for what you give and put out. But again, it's going to stay private in the meanwhile. And it's incubating. Okay, the seed right now for you is still beneath the surface. I feel like when Pluto comes back in Capricorn, that's when the last bump will happen. So give it some months, and Mars and Aries will show you why you want to respect this seed.
Do you have water?
I do.
It's like a Muppet.
I feel like a Muppet. Okay, here we go. Aquarius. Third house. Third house. So air, fire. There's a storm coming, especially in the third house. Okay. Mars and Aries is giving you the courage to actually start producing media that is a little more true, a little more honest. Y'all starting to hear the consistent message about Aries? Okay?
Be true, be
It's
honest.
it's just a real mother lover, yo.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. It's just like, look, like if you, it's like be real or get out. And so, Aquarius, you're gonna actually third house is also a house of courage, and Aries gives you courage, but third house is also a house of courage because it takes courage to speak up. It takes courage to share your thoughts unfiltered. It takes courage to recognize the circulating thoughts within society and still choose the thoughts that are helping break that society away from itself. Okay? And so this is about taking the road less traveled right now or never even explored at all and helping the collective climb this ladder of integrity, climb this ladder of success. To gain recognition through media outlets, they need somebody who's masterminding like you to take this futuristic platform or even a currently existing platform, but to utilize it in a way that is brand new and unseen. Something where you will likely be judged tremendously up front where you're going to want to quit. Mars and Aries is going to actually give you the courage to go ahead and say, you know what? I'm going to do this with valor. I'm going to do this with honor. I'm going to do this with pure bravery. And I'm going to do this in a malignant way because God told me what to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to follow that because that's what's true to me right now. My angels have been communicating with me. I'm going to do what they told me to do because that's what's true to me right now. And I'm going to realize that my thoughts and the things that I share and things that I blurt out are actually not coming from me at all. So I don't need to fear the judgment. Okay, I don't need to fear the criticism. What I need to do is instinctually follow that joy, instinctually follow my gut feeling, and be willing to accept the turmoil that comes along with the journey, to go ahead and let go of the parts of myself that attaches God's message to me personally. And that's going to allow you to speak more courageously. I'm loving this for you, Aquarius. I feel a very good energy. I have a tremendously great vibe within me right now. This is a time where recognition is yours. Okay, Aquarius, like you will find great success. But it's time for you in the third house to define what success would actually mean for you and not to society.
Right. So, Curtis, for your Aqua Moon, I have the Four of Pentacles. And it is about gathering resources. Like this is a preparation time too, in order to have this futuristic platform, in order to use everything that you know, you need to start gathering. And it is about, again, focusing and concentrating this energy and not like scattering it all around. It's about being focused. It's about being organized. It's about understanding what are you going to do in order to put all of your resources into it. And again, understand that resources is not only money. It's literally the energy. It's literally the gathering. It's literally like how you feed yourself even. Like understanding how you're using everything that you have, all of the tools that you have around you in order to pursue this goal.
Your connections.
Yeah, people.
Your connections. Right now, people, one of your greatest strengths. You're connected with a lot of people. All right? You have people in a lot of high places in your local environment. Literally right around you, if you look and you open your eyes and you speak courageously to them, you'll realize, oh my God, I have the entire network that I need to accomplish this goal. And so Aries and Mars is a very goal-oriented time, meaning set the goals. And when you create the plan, follow it through to extinction. All right? Literally, let that be something that motivates you. My radius is an Aquarius, gang. Okay? So that's what you want. Namaste. Namaste. Namaste.
Oh my.
Make the turmeric.
Ah.
That's when you know you're eating something healthy. Okay. Pisces, last one.
Best one.
Best one. Flat out, step one, I got money season. Money. Okay. But what's gonna get
No,
the
no
money?
buts. No buts.
No, there's a but. There's always a but. But what's gonna help you get the money right now? I'm almost said Aqua. Aqua, money for you too. What's gonna help you? What's gonna help you get the chicken right now? Pisces is a plan. You need a plan. Okay. You can't just shoot this one in the dark. You can't just wish this one to come true. You're gonna need a plan. Your imagination, you learn and understand that you can trust it for everything that it is and for everything that it's worth. And it's worth infinity and beyond, right? So you can trust that it's gonna play its part. You don't have to work on your imagination. It's automatically there. It always will be, okay? So it's more a matter of trusting the plan and creating the plan and being very technical with the plan. And how you're best gonna do this is to take a voyage, literally meditate. Take an internal voyage, okay? You may benefit as well from taking a voyage in real life, you know, getting on a plane, getting on a bus and going somewhere. But if I'm being honest, it feels more like taking an internal voyage into your programs.
I was so ready to like, okay, bye.
Ciao. I'm out of here. Adios. You know, like literally like go inner, go inwards, go inwards, go inwards, go inwards, and go inwards in a deep way. Because again, Mars and Aries was the first and the 8th house. So it's like go very deep in there and realize that inside of there, there's a sense of optimism waiting for you to believe something brand new about money. This is a renewal. Because remember, Aries is about new, a renewal of money values and valuing what the money can do for you when it comes to your aspirations, when it comes to you having a more optimistic outlook on the managing and the handling of money. Because second house is how we manage our assets, is how we manage our resources, right? And the habits that it takes, the structures, the systems that it takes to manage it effectively and efficiently in a sustainable manner. And you're gonna best get that also, Mars and Aries, by taking on a mentor. Take on a mentor, 9th house, take on a guru, take on somebody that helps you get deeper than you feel like you can go by yourself. Because they're gonna help structure that mutable water. You just being all over the place and kind of just wishing that something will come true and then it comes true and then it doesn't stay. This is not second house energy. Second house energy is, I'm gonna take the long route, I'm gonna take the hard path, I'm gonna get there in a way that I feel safe and confident and secure in my efforts, in my meditations, in my mentorship. So it's a little bit of all that for you, Pisces, as you hit the thumbs up and the likes button.
I'm like half mind blown because like everything you say is like, yeah, I'm taking it to a mentor. Yeah, I'm changing my mentality around money. Yeah, I'm manifesting new goals. Yeah, like I am doing a plan and I'm sticking to the plan. So, well, Pisces, this is no way. For you, I have the 3 of Pentacles, which again is like very dedicated work. It's about valuing what you can do, valuing your skills. So this is actually one of the keys to manifestation, like understanding what you're good at, what are your talents, and then how you can help people with said talents. And also something that helped a lot is like, okay, I want to work and I want to have a lot of money, but what do I want to realistically have a lot of money for? And when I started reflecting on that, of like, okay, I would love to, my sister's birthday is coming up, so I was like, I would love to just go to Miami and surprise her and be like, hey, happy birthday, sis. And so I would like have to have money for that. I would like to have money to travel the world with a pet, like being able to have a pet and making sure that it's going to be comfortable when we travel abroad. I want to have money in order to surprise my boo with more things like the shaman oracle. So think about these things that bring you like actual truly joy, and then it's gonna be so much easier. I feel that ever since I thought about that, everything has been coming, like the mentorship, the program, the plan, and it is helping to create this new wealth. Like I can feel it. Like I feel my right hand tingling, and I know that it is coming. So that is a super cool thing. And again, I'm only missing the part of the meditation. I do have it written down. Like I do know exactly what I want to meditate on. So take all of these tips, fellow Pisces, and you're gonna be more than okay.
And remember that Aries means now.
Now.
So, you know.
Bye, meditating.
Aries means now, right? Like Aries means in the moment. Aries means inspiration. So like when I got the inspiration yesterday to do my painting, I knew that if I had other things, I felt like it's funny because while I had the same inspiration to do the painting, I also had an inspiration to drink alcohol. And I haven't drank alcohol since more than a year, right? And so I saw my mind go, hey, fun, you want to have fun? Well, just do. And that brings us back to Mars and Pisces where we finished. So Mars and Aries is like, this is the damage and the trouble and the war with the self if you don't follow the instinct. Where if I just painted the first instinct that I had thought of to paint, guess what? The thought of alcohol would never even have a chance to enter in my psyche, being 8th house. But because I didn't do it right on the dime of the instinct of you should start painting, then fun, play turned into, well, you could just go drink alcohol. You passed your deadline of what you promised yourself that you wouldn't drink. So you could, and you would technically be in a good place. And so be careful with the test right now. Because again, Pisces, remember, you are drugs. So you are escape, right? You are the one who can fool yourself and everyone else around you to better fool yourself. And it's important to understand that that's why you fool yourself. And that's why you fool others. Because if everybody's in a fog, then nobody's really wrong. And there's no one to blame. So it's not even like you're putting blame outside yourself or inside yourself. It doesn't even, that's how you can create a grandiose illusion. So instinct, right away, when you feel it, do it. And that's Mars and Aries. Don't think, understand that there are no such things as mistakes with Mars and Aries. The birds have told us this as well. They said, look, to leave your entrapment, understand that there are no literal mistakes. Like when you get the spark to go ahead and move and do. And let what happens next happen next. And understand that Aries season is not about perfection. It's not even about method. It's about fun. It's about life. It's about vitality. And it's about now, being present in the moment today. So that's what we have for you. If you want to give them an overall card pull for this Mars entering Aries. Pretty much is. I have a Mars and Pisces return this year. And I've been liking it. I have been enjoying it. I've been doing way more spiritual practices than I feel like I've ever had in my life.
I mean, I have the Two of Wands again.
For the overall.
Yeah.
Who got that? Was that Cap?
I was just thinking, who got that? I think that it was Cap.
I'm getting hot.
I'm pretty sure it was Cap. So just, again, anything that you do, even if it is in close quarters, just be mindful that it's contemplation, that this Mars in Aries doesn't mean that everything has to be public. It doesn't mean that you have to do everything to show off. It doesn't mean that the spotlight is on yourself. Like maybe for some signs, but not for everybody. And not everything has to happen outside. You still have the chance to contemplate. You still have the chance of like understand the road that you wanna hit. So act now. Allow this to flow. Allow this instinct to hit, and see where it takes you. Just be consistent.
Ladies and gents, I'll see you all soon. I want to say thank y'all for being here. I thank y'all for hitting that thumbs up. Thank y'all for checking in. We got 4 people watching right now on Eileen's channel. This is tremendously amazing. I want to say thank y'all for the support. Do check out, again, the email list. Probably can't find it right now because it'll be, I'll be putting out some forecasts very soon. I got a lot of teams, so many teams that are coming out. I just recently fixed my shaker. This thing has broken so many times. I've been casting hella demons out. But hey, look, it looks kind of cool, doesn't it? It's kind of a vibe. She's like, yeah. So, like I said, we got this stuff coming out. Things that I won't put anywhere else.
Here are the teams.
Here are the teams. And thank you for hitting the thumbs up and the likes button. I'm going to go take a shower because it's hot. It's that time in Mexico, man. It's getting hot as hell. And it's only like It's 11:36. Yo, I'm cooking over here. So I want to say thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all the best. Don't forget this bird card. Okay, this is about freeing yourself from the entrapment, calling on the wisdom of the birds. They're the most communicative forms of guides, most communicative forms of angels and support. And to listen to their message is very easy. There's always a bird chirping somewhere in your environment. And if you don't hear it, leave the city, go to your nearest park, and listen to them heal. So I see you. I love you. Ciao, 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 ciao.